Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. Today I'm going to show you how to make some easy Valentine pretzel bark. All you need for this pretzel bark is, of course, pretzels. I'm using just some mini twist pretzels. You could use bigger ones if you prefer. Then some dark chocolate, or you could also use semi-sweet. I'm using dark chocolate. I have 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. You can also double this recipe if you want to make more. I just wanted to make a smaller batch. So I have, again, 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. Also, for the pretzels, I'm using 2 cups. Left that part out. So 2 cups of mini pretzels in mine, 1 cup of dark chocolate chips, Ghirardelli, and 1/4 cup of white chocolate chips, and then some Valentine M&Ms to sprinkle on the top. So this is super easy. Again, like I said, all we need to do is melt our dark chocolate. And after we get this melted, we're just gonna mix it into our pretzels, mix that all up, spread it out on our pan. So you do need to have a cookie sheet ready with some parchment paper on it, ready to spread that on. Then once that chocolate sets, then we'll be drizzling on our white chocolate and then putting on our M&Ms. So that's all there is to it, super easy. You could also put some sprinkles on if you'd rather, or if you want to decorate them a little more. Again, this is just super easy. If you have kids, a great little thing for them to help with. They would have lots of fun helping with this recipe, super easy, and probably just, eating the stuff as they go. That's what's fun about baking, right? Kind of eating it as you go. So whenever I melt chocolate, I always like to add, for every cup of chocolate, 1 tablespoon of this avocado oil shortening. You don't have to, but it helps with the melting and it helps also with the chocolate setting. If you don't have this, I just love this stuff, by the way. I get it at Target. If you've watched any of my videos, I know I'm a broken record. I talk about it every time I use it, but I love it. In place of this, you could use regular shortening, or you could also use coconut oil. But anyway, that's my take on that. The stuff is fabulous. Give it a try if you haven't. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of this to my 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. Gonna go get these melted in the microwave. I will let you know exactly how long mine take. Okay, mine took 1 minute and 45 seconds to get all nice and melted. Another reason I love to add that avocado oil shortening is it helps keep the chocolate from burning. I did stir this every 30 seconds also during the melting process. You wanna make sure to do that. But if you've ever melted chocolate, I'm sure you've burnt some before, and that's always a bummer. I have burnt chocolate many times. That is why now I always add the shortening. It really does help. So next, all we need to do is pour our chocolate over our pretzels. And you might want a spatula for this just so that you can get all of that chocolate out of your bowl. A little easier with a spatula than a spoon. All that. Now we just want to stir it, get those pretzels completely coated in the chocolate. And at this point you can kind of tell, if you have room for a few more pretzels, if there's still quite a bit of extra chocolate, it looks like in there, you can always add a few more. I think I might just add a few more. Still want to make sure they're really good and coated. You could also use almond bark for this recipe. Might have some of that left over from the holidays. That seems to be the prime time for almond bark. Christmas time, making all the Christmas candies. All right, these are looking good. So now I just want to get them spread out here on my baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Just gonna kind of dump them, then spread them. I'm gonna get that spatula again. Again, get all that chocolate out of here as much as I can. And these should set up pretty quick. You don't want them to be too cool before you add your white chocolate drizzle. So just mostly set, and then we'll be adding that. And again, that shouldn't take too long to set up. I'm not gonna put them in the freezer or the fridge to make this go faster, just because I've also heard, and I've had this happen with other things, if this chocolate's too cold and we put the other chocolate on top, it can make the chocolate separate, so then the white chocolate might fall off easier. So we don't want to do that. And you don't have to have this totally separate. We're gonna kind of be breaking this into pieces. So you wanna kind of keep it together, just trying to make it so it's not like a bunch of pretzels on top of each other, but kind of want that chocolate to come together a little bit to hold them into kind of a bark. There we go. I'm just gonna let this set out for a little bit. I'll let you know how long mine takes. And then I'll be back to drizzle that white chocolate on top and sprinkle our M&Ms. Okay, I'm back. Pretzel bark is all nice and set up. I let this sit for an hour. I was doing other things, so actually it was ready probably after 45 minutes, but it's been about an hour. I have melted my 1/4 cup of white chocolate chips, and I did add a 1/4 tablespoon of my avocado oil shortening. So I've got this ready. Again, I'm gonna drizzle this over the top, and then I'm gonna sprinkle on the Valentine M&Ms. Okay. Just gonna kind of use my spoon to drizzle this. Got to drizzle on enough though for those M&Ms to stick. So if this 1/4 cup doesn't end up being enough, I may have to melt some more. I'm kind of questioning if this is going to be enough. Kind of feel like I'm going to need a little bit more because like I said, we need this for the M&Ms to stick to. So yep. So that 1/4 cup should really be a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to go melt another 1/4 cup of white chocolate. Got me some more chocolate melted here. And it's easier to just kind of stick the M&Ms on rather than sprinkling to make sure they are, going to be in a spot where they're going to stick to some chocolate. This is looking good though. Super easy. It's going to be delicious. I also saw that they sell strawberry M&Ms. These are just the regular milk chocolate M&Ms, but you could also use those. Those must be a special holiday Valentine flavor. Personally, strawberry M&Ms don't really appeal to me, but if they do to you and you want to add a little fruity flavor, then check out the strawberry M&Ms. And then we'll let this set again. Let the white set up. Again, should take, 45-ish minutes. And then we'll break it into pieces and store it in an airtight container. Should keep fresh for a couple of weeks. Pretzel bark is really cute, turned out good. Now I'm ready to break it apart, and I'm gonna put it in this Tupperware container. You could also store it in a baggie, of course, but I'm just gonna put it in this container, and again, should keep up to a couple of weeks in there. So just break it into pieces. Smells delicious, tastes delicious. I already tasted a piece, of course. Like I said, quick, easy, delicious, sweet and salty treat. There we go. Valentine pretzel bark. Give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're enjoying our videos, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like.